one of the things we talked about when we were introduced was raising capital, right?
Yeah.
When should companies raise capital and when should they not, right? Just thinking about different stages too.
Yeah. They should always raise capital.
Okay.
This in today's market. There's two reasons why I say that, and I'm being a tiny bit facetious, but not by much.
Hmm.
You're Unless you have it perfectly, you're either growing too fast or too slow. If you're going too slow, you need outside capital to help pay for advertising, to pay for the different support systems that you're putting in
Yeah.
place. Bring in more salespeople, for example. Uh, if you're growing too fast, then you're counting on last month's revenue to pay for this month's bills. But if you're doubling every single month, you have too much month for your money. Uh,
Hmm.
but you're using old money to pay for this next round of money. So you can only grow at a certain level. And
Right.
especially in today's environment when the opportunities for rapid growth are staggering, if you do it the right way, you always need to be thinking about capital infusions.
And what mechanisms do you find yourself sending your entrepreneurs to for raising capital?
Actually, I bring them. I don't send them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You're
I, there's a lot of facilitators out there that can make connections for you, but
mhm.
I like to look at my strategic side of things as kind of a reimagination of what you are doing as a business. And the reason is what you might be doing is really lucrative and growing really quickly, and you think you got something amazing, but it doesn't necessarily translate into something investors really understand and get hot about. So
Mhm.
when I first worked with any company, even companies like one company I'm working with has $90 million worth of backlog in orders, and they sent me a pitch deck that was about 80 pages long, and we turned it to 12 pages. And and all of a sudden, with some really big investors are looking hard at them when they've been out for a year and not able to raise capital.
Yeah.
So I just call it reimagination. You take all the pieces, you lay it
Yeah.
out on the table, and you reassemble them in a very powerful, succinct way so
Hmm.
that people who are hearing your story for the first time and have the wallets, it's not that they're dumb, it's just they've
Hmm.
never heard your story. They don't know what you're about, and you want to
Yeah.
add all these elements, components, and features, functionality, and they just really want to understand two sentences. So this is what we do, and this is how we do it.
Hmm.
And if you have a company, you can get what those two things in two sentences. Then we can start building a really great, powerful deck for you. And so, if somebody retains me, it's strategy. It's all strategy first. Even if you think you have it right, we're gonna question everything you're doing and
Hmm.
everything you're planning on doing, and make sure it's really, really solid. And then we get you out, bring you up Silicon Valley and elsewhere to talk to venture capital, angel groups, and if you're far enough along, um, private equity, and certainly family offices.